Welcome. This is Joshua Benoist in Autodesk Product Support. So this is video 1. The customer's having an issue where they've created some families and they insert the families in their project and they're having trouble creating a system, a supply and return system on that family. So I've got a quick problem statement here. Pause the video if you want to read that, and let's move on. So I've got a project started here, and I've basically got 4 walls and some reference planes, and in my ceiling grid view I've got a ceiling grid, and I've loaded these 2 families from our customer. One's a fan coil unit, and the other one is a air terminal. Minimize these here. It's this one right here, a supply grill. So let's insert this into our ceiling grid. We've got to change this up here to place on face. We're just going to zoom in somewhere here and stick it in there. Alright. If I select on this, you'll notice there is no button up here to create a supply system. So let's insert our fan coil unit. And we're just going to drop them out here. Now, since I'm in a ceiling grid view, and mechanical equipment comes in at a 0 offset, it's going to be invisible at first until we switch to our plan view, in which it shows up, and we'll select on it, and we'll say, oh, let's put him up at 9 feet or so. Okay. So now we can close our plan view, and now you can see that it shows up in our ceiling view now. So let's look at our supply grill first. Select on that and go to Edit Family. Now, if this is a supply grill, this is our supply connector, and the ductwork will approach from somewhere down here and approaches this arrow from that, and that's going to be important here in a moment. So let's select on the connector and go up into the element properties. Now notice they have the flow configuration set to preset, which is correct for a diffuser, register, or a grill. But the flow direction is out, which the thing with flow direction, it's from the perspective of the duct. So this really, flow direction should be set to in. So it's flowing into the diffuser from the duct. I hope that makes sense. Into the diffuser from the duct. So this should be set to in, because it's a supply diffuser. It's supplying air to the room. Air is flowing from the duct into our family and out through the face of it. Kind of the way to know whether it should be in or out, and say OK. So let's load this into our project. Override the parameters, yes. Now if we select on this, notice we get a supply air system up here. Okay. Now, fan coil unit is like a VAV box. It's the parent. So this fan coil unit is going to have duct connected up to it, and it's going to be supplying air to our child. Our child is the air terminal. So this, you don't create systems from it. You always create a system from the child first, and then like this. And then you say select equipment for system, and then you come down and you would select your fan coil. So he's now the equipment serving it. Now you know you've got a system if you hover your cursor over your diffuser and hit the tab key twice. Alright, so what I did was I went to more tools and said check duct systems, and warning 2 says mechanical